Evet sevgili dostlar, Hogwarts Legacy'de kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Şu anda karanlık sanatlara dersine doğru yola çıkıyoruz. Ama ilginç bir şeyler bulursak tabii ki yolda onlara da bakacağız.
Revelio.
Atın sesi bir şeylerin olduğunu söylüyor. Tamam. Şuradaki kız yolu açalım ve göreve başlayalım.
Is that all you've got? Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Leviosa.
Levioso.
Havaya kaldırma
Now,
büyüsü
let's try
önünde.
something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as master. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso.
This should be easy.
Protego. Stupifier.
Complicates things. Lucky.
Stupifier. Nothing lucky about it.
Good form.
I know. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around. Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Asal Savaşı'ndan payıma düşen abi yeterince duel yaptık. Kedim tuttuğum için şanssızlar. Öyle de asamış savaşta kullanmadım aslında.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Evet.
Revelio.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done. I never know what to say when I write.
Hybrid'in kara iskeleti. Karanlık sanatlara karşı savunma sınıfının asılı olan büyük ejderha iskeletinin Profesör Himmet'e 1878 büyük kaçak avcı baskını sırasında Doğu Galler'deki en büyük kaçak avcı halklarından birinin tek başına bozguna uğrattıktan sonra aldığı bir ödül olduğu iddia ediyor.
Owls must be incredibly intelligent.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecate in a duel.
I still get lost. Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Ne yapayım ama?
Revelio.
Rebellion. Al sana Rebellion. Şimdi görevlerde şu çapraz alsayla gidelim. İlk önce. Bunu seçtik ya. Dön yolu göster.
Revelio.
Başka da gidiyor. Ne kadar karışık yapmışlar.
Oh, not again! Here I've come for the toilet bowl!
Zor durumda kaldıkça PVC'nin en sevdiği şaka noktalarından biri olduğu iddia edilen bu tuvalete kaçırmak muhtemelen en iyisidir.
Swim, did you praxia mole?
As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory. Not for the meek.
Please, Peeves, you'll make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp. Sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms. So I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with him, that if I behaved, I'd have one weekly swim. Whee!
I'll get you for this.
Kitaplarını alacak mı? Oğlum kitapların kaldı yerde.
Revelio.
Yan tarafta var ama bu kilitli.
Revelio.
Böyle bir şey var. Bu ihtiyar kimmiş bakalım. Sırık Lekan. Bu heykel kendisini oldukça gurur duyan uzun boylu ince yapılı büyücü Sırık Lekan'ı tasvir etmekte, tam olarak niçin kimse bilmiyor. Amca hayırdır? Hakikaten de inceymişsin ha.
Revelio.
Egreal Shire haritası. Bu harita İskoçya'da Hebridean kara ejderhasının anabatı olan Hebritleri içeren bir bölge olan Arkürlüleri şehri göstermektedir. Bir map bu.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Leviosa.
İki il yapabiliyoruz. Leviosa'yla.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
Abartmayalım, bunu haksız.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
Fireworks begin.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Tabii tabii. Eminim hocamız.
Protego. Ringo. Stupefy. Sendo. Stupefy. Confringo. Stupefy. Stupefy. Leviosa.
Oğlum tek attım be.
What to do? Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Revelio.
Oha dur. Zırh biraz büyük. Evet. Ortamları güzel yapmışlar. Burada da şey var. Şuradan üç armor'dır. Buraya basıp böyle görünüşünü değiştirebiliyorsunuz. Bir şey var mı başka? Yok. Tamam. Bir tekrar göreve gelelim. Tılsım dersine doğru gidelim. V'ye basarak yolumuzu belirleyelim. Şurada. Ha, bir şey varmış. Nerede? Tamam, burası açık.
Just wait till I've grown a bit. Then we'll see how well you do.
Tamam. Ağlayınca böyle
I
oluyor değil
feel
mi?
sorry for your next opponent.
Tamam, sağ ol kızım, bak böyle konuşacaksın. Öyle büyüyünce şöyle yaparım, böyle yaparım. Annemi çağıracağım, babam sıraya girecek. Onları geçeceğim dostum. Koş babam biraz, hadi koş. Şimdi tılsım dersine gidiyoruz. Burada akıyor. Bunu hemen alalım. Kedi, ne yapıyorsunuz? Tekir, ne yapıyorsun Tekir? Miau.
Revelio.
Kardan mı? Bu yol bulma sistemini hakikaten çok güzel yapmışlar. Harika yani.
Professor Roman tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Göreve başlayalım.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
Profesör bitti mi konuşmak? Tamam.
Accio.
Splendid! That's it! Very good! Very good! Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Hadi Nasayın.
Watch this.
Watch this, Breezy. Yes.
Accio.
Akıyor. Bak. Ama baga girdi. Dur.
Excellent control there.
Bana çarparsa düşer topa.
That is how it's done.
Bak yine baka giriyor ya. Neyse bu sefer yırttık.
Well done. Here we go.
Bak sakın mavi topu düşürme. Düşürecek ha. Durdu. Durdu.
Accio.
Abi bug'a giriyor orada ya. Duraklatmaya giriyor.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Tabii ki perfect score.
let's make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Önüne geçsin. Hadi bakalım ya.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Ha, göremiyorsun değil mi? Bak göremiyorsun değil mi? Bak yine aradan baktı ya. Aha.
There we go.
Buna çarpacak mı? Aha. Allah attı topunu.
Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Ama abicim bug'dan dolayı
Oh, that was an execution.
tam çekeceğim sana doluyor ekran ya. Yes.
Splendid!
Here we go.
Vuruyor.
That is how it's done.
Accio.
Nicely done.
Nicely done.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course. You can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using... Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
A word, if you would.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Revelio.
Evet, bu quest de bitti.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Wesley dersten sonra Profesör Wesley beni biçim değiştirme avlusunun dışında kütüphane binasına ile astronomi kalerasında yer olan sınıfında görmek istiyor. Umarım kaybolan malzeme yerini bulmuştur.
Revelio.
İçim değiştirme avlusundaki çeşmenin tepesinde bir yılın tasviri vardı ve öğrencilerin toplanması için rahatlatıcı bir yer olarak hizmet vermektedir. Muhtemelen Sir Cadogan tarafından başlatılan aksiyondaki söylentiler rağmen bu kesin canlı şövalye tarafından kendisine rağmen öldürülen bir yılın değildir.
Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio.
İlk ödevinizi almak için Profesör Ronan'la konuşun. Ödevler Hogwarts Profesör tarafından size verilen ve tamamınız yeni bir ürün ödüllendiren görev türüdür. İlk görevci tamamlanan ödülü, diğer görevlerde tamamlamak için gerekli olan onarma büyüsü bir olacaktır. Ödevlerinizi ilerlediğinizde alan kılavuzundan verilen görevden takip edebilirsiniz diyor. Kısmi başkalaşım. Muhtemelen bu bir ikinci sınıf öğrencisi yakında geri dönmeyecek. Hatası olan bu kısmen şekli değiştirilmiş şarj fincanı şekil değiştirme karmaşıklarını ve tekrar ciddiye alıp almayan öğrenciler için uyarıcı bir hikaye niteliğindedir. Çay fincanının şeyi var.
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Accio! Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary task.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Revelio. Revelio.
I've been tempted to say I lost my wand just to get out of Weasley's assignments. How's that?
Evet, bu bölümde burada bitirelim arkadaşlar. Kolay gelsin.